If you're being made redundant, you typically have two choices, and I can go through this in more detail around the statutory payments that are given to you. There are, in addition to that, additional payments that can be made. But generally, the options that you have when you receive your redundancy options are you either waive your right to tax-free cash, which is basically an entitlement to what is a maximum of 200,000 euros that you can receive in total from your pension fund, whereby in very simple language, what happens is, let's say you're presented with a statement whereby your employer, in this case, Twitter, says to you, if you waive your right to tax-free cash on your pension fund, you may get a higher figure now, but you lose the right to that cash in the future. But if you don't waive the right to that pension cash now, you get a lower amount now, but then you benefit from more in the future. I hope I've explained that clearly. There is, again, no right and wrong answer to this, guys, and I'd like to be able to talk to you about what suits you best. And looking at the numbers, and again, it's important to get the information from the company before you make that decision, and obviously talk to somebody that can give you proper guidance and advice on this. Moving on from that, and I'd like to just kind of mention to you, and sorry, just to kind of go back, one of the ways in which we help our clients reduce the tax that they pay is through a scheme. Now, again, let's say you're in receipt of a redundancy payment, and obviously there are concerns, and I appreciate for some people it may suit your situation, and for many of you it may not. And obviously there's concerns about finding employment, and you know it's a difficult situation. We totally understand. And our job in Alpha Wealth is to help our clients make sure that they manage their monies appropriately. We help our clients financially budget. We help them make sure that they do the best with the resources they have. But one of the big things I suppose we find is that a lot of people pay a lot of money in tax, particularly if you're in obviously an employment type where you know, you suffer a lot of tax at a higher rate. And there is a mechanism for you to reduce the tax you pay. And believe it or not, one of them is to pay money into your pension scheme. You can either do this through your existing company pension arrangement, or even if you've left employment, you can do that subsequently. But also there is another scheme, and it's a tax scheme which is called the EIIS scheme. It's a government-backed scheme,